Hey guys, it's DanRobzProbz here, and welcome back to Nether Skyblock. Now, I want to start this episode off. This is episode 4, by the way. With actually giving you guys the download for this, okay? Now, the sole reason of this is because I'm actually packing up this series. Because it's too hard, guys. And I'm not actually joking. I'll explain more in a second when I show you my little world. But first of all, yes, I'm actually releasing this out for download. So you can download this now in the description of the video if you really want to. And it's obviously compatible with the latest beta, that being 1.16.0.61 as of recording anyway. And yes, you can actually play this multiplayer, but I often don't because obviously people would join my world. And this beta recently gave us some new kind of despawning mechanics with simulation chunks. So I've just bumped this right down to 6, whereas on my Let's Play, I'm on 12. I can't change that, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to have to leave it at 6. Well, I'm leaving it at 6 for you guys to make it a bit more easier for you. Cheats are not active, and command blocks are enabled because I've given you the option to keep your inventory on or off, basically. Now, by default, it's set on hard. I would probably recommend turning this down to a normal. But if you are really a hardcore veteran Minecraft player, you could play this on hard. Maybe I'm just a noob. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I am. Either way, this does come with a resource pack and a behavior pack. And as I mentioned before, this behavior pack does change the piglin bartering, so they can drop packed ice and all the ores basically from the overworld, and they can also drop some other goodies. And I also changed the Nether Fortress loot table a little bit, so you can get sugarcane and bamboo. Now I know what you're thinking, sugarcane in the Nether, what? You don't even get any water. Yes, it's for actually making sugar for potion brewing, or for actually making paper for an enchantment table. Because yes, you can get diamonds, can't you, in the Nether chests, basically. Anyway, let's hit play here and show you this quickly. Okay, so we spawned in. I've put you in this ginormous bedrock box because when I was playing this, I made it only as, the same width as this Nether portal, basically. And sometimes I would spawn outside it, or sometimes I'll spawn in the wall, so I've just extended this to make it a massive, ugly bedrock box, just so you don't get trapped, basically, if you do die in the Nether. Like I said at the start, there is this command, which is keep inventory true or false. Pretty self-explanatory, really. False means you won't keep your inventory if you die, and true means you keep it, basically. I don't personally play it with that because I think it's absolutely cheaty, but hey-ho, it's there if you guys want it. And yes, I've written a little book here just in case somehow you didn't watch this video or you don't know anything about it. You've just downloaded it from some weird website. This is everything about it, okay? And it just says it's made by me. I'm not going to read that on screen. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And then it's just got Nether Skyblock created by me, pretty much. So, obviously, when you walk through this Nether portal, you get teleported to the island you saw me on episode 1, 2, and 3. And you should spawn right here on, wow, inside this, twisted vines, I think it's called. And I put this one because you don't actually take full damage. Even if you're up super, super high, you land on one of these, you don't take any full damage, which is pretty cool. Guys, be careful with this thing. If you break that, you technically will not get another one until you actually find a warped forest. So try and grow it and make sure you break it at this kind of level to try and get yourself another one, okay? They do grow over time, but you can bone meal them. Similar sort of thing with these, I can't remember what these are called. Are they called weeping vines or something? I can't remember. But again, if you break these, luckily I got one that time, you can actually regrow these and use these in your composter. As I've mentioned in the previous episodes, I will have an iCard pop up of the playlist at least to show you if you need some help on this. But yes, you can obviously get wood from these new crimson logs and obviously the warped logs as well. But this update obviously brings back animated textures, which is perfect. So fire is no longer frozen. But anyway, the chest contains a brown mushroom, a warp fungus, a soul torch. I just put it in there for the lols because a lot of skyblocks have the regular torch. 2 pieces of dirt and a crimson fungus and a bone. Obviously the bone is just to help you get started with bone meal, pretty much. And if you fly over to that island, well, bridge across to it or whatever, there is a chest with 9 pieces of packed ice, and you can obviously make some blue ice, which you can then use to make a basalt generator. Yes, because obviously cobblestone isn't a thing in this because we can't technically put water in the nether, can we? Unless you use commands or whatever. So yeah, you can obviously make a basalt generator, and then you can bridge out to the nether basically, because this is a void, but it's only like 300 blocks radius around. But my main idea was to go to this chest, grab yourself a saddle, use one of these vines to get down to this lava lake, and striders. You might be able to just see one. I don't know. Oh no, it's my screen. It's dirty. I thought I saw a black dot over there somewhere, but it is just my screen. I need to wipe my screen probably. But yeah, obviously striders do spawn down here. And if you make a little platform, you can actually put the saddle on them, kill a couple of them, make yourself a fishing rod, and attach one of these warped fungus to it. And obviously you can ride away in the distance with your strider and get to your little islands that way. So there's 2 possible ways. Personally, I prefer the strider technique. That was what I was going for mainly. But you could just chop a load of trees and bridge out that way, or use basalt pretty much. But guys, that is pretty much it. The rest of the nether I've left as it is, so it's a normal nether basically. But yes, I'm going to hop onto my little world now and show you why I'm crying. So I'm in my Let's Play world, and this is the thing that's causing me a bit of issues here. This is the piglin basin, the bridge variant that I found. And I've actually managed to get my bits back, and I made myself a respawn anchor. And I've actually cooked up a piece of ancient debris and got my first ever netherite scrap. I've never ever seen one of these personally. I have on videos and stuff, but I've never actually got one myself, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. But all in all, I'm okay. I'm not doing too bad. The problem is, I'm finding this ridiculously hard because either I'm just a noob or I don't know what, but because the sheer fact that we can only get technically gold or netherite, but we can get diamonds, but it's super rare, and I'm going to have to go through so many fortresses and iron as well. But the main thing I'm saying is we don't have the protection to survive. That's the big issue here, unfortunately. And the other issue why I'm kind of thinking about ending this series is because I need to keep switching out of a beta to the original game. The original game. And for me, who actually makes quite a lot of add-ons and stuff, it's very, very frustrating. But maybe I just need to get another computer or something set up so I could just switch across. But I don't know if that will affect my like actual account, if you know what I mean. But either way, anyway, I want to show you this. So the main issue in here is not really the piglins. It's actually magma cubes. I don't know why magma cubes are so annoying now. I don't know if they've changed their damage value or something or what, but oh, I'm dead anyway. No, I'm not. I'm okay. These guys will pretty much one or two shot you and you're dead. Without armor on anyway, at least. Because I died, I'm back at my little island again. So yes, you guys won't be getting sweet berries. I've kind of removed that in the actual download. But I highly would recommend making a little mushroom farm like this kind of thing to grow mushrooms so you can get mushroom stews quite early on. And if you never saw my actual Let's Play, I kind of got down here, look, to get some striders, basically. So this does actually work. Ouch. But I would highly recommend using trapdoors, okay? Because they don't physically burn. Like, fire doesn't actually go on top of it. So you can actually get your striders on here and not have an issue, basically. Because if I put this, for example, on this level, it would actually catch a light. I know this wood does not burn. It's not supposed to. But this is a current beta, so I think it does burn or something. I don't really know what's going on. Oh, look, we've got a piglin on a strider. But guys, that is pretty much it. So, sadly, it's a bit of a sad episode. I have got other plans, though. Don't worry. You'll see. You'll see. But yeah, obviously, you got the download there if you want to download it and give it a go. It's rather hard. Let's put it that way. Especially with a new despawning mechanic. That 1.16 brings. Ouch. Anyway, I'm DanRobzProbz. Take care, and I'll see you next time.